everyone, this is Sohini from Dabble App, and welcome to Dabble Alexa with Sohini Season 2, Episode 1. Happy New Year, everyone, and welcome to my first episode, and I am looking forward to making this amazing. But of course, I would not just start off because I'm looking forward to some of you joining me, because I can just see I have one of you watching me right now. So maybe you can put up a hi if you think everything's going up cool. If you think everything's if I'm audible, if I'm visible, if there's hey startup Sanatan, thanks for joining in. Okay, so I would just maybe wait for another minute and then I would just get started. So yeah. But by the time, how about you tell me what's going on and what are you planning to build for January 2021? What's gonna be the first Alexa skill that you're gonna build for January 2021? Or what are you looking forward to learn in this month, being the first month of the year? What's your plan? You can tell me about it, and if that idea really moves me, I'm gonna make sure that I learn that too. So okay. Okay, so I think I have a very few of you right now, so maybe I'm not getting the responses, but that's not an issue. So I would be repeating a couple of things throughout the stream. So the first thing is, I really love it when you talk to me and ask me questions and help me understand if I am doing something wrong and you think that this is gonna be it, or if you have any ideas or comments that you want to share related to the content, you can do that. And let's make this interactive, rather than just me giving a lecture online. I mean, that's the one benefit of being live. So let's just do it with a cup of coffee, although I don't have one right now. I just had my dinner 5 minutes back, as in India it's 9:30 right now. So maybe I should just get started. So today we're gonna talk about the customer information example. So there has been a lot of scenarios where we would want to fetch a couple of customers' personal information, which would include something as a customer's name, their email address, their mobile number. So these are all under the customer personal information, but these are certain information which Alexa by default collects from you, or the Amazon account collects from you while you create an account in Amazon. But it's about getting a user to give permission to that, so that someone else can access that in their skill or use it with respect to the need or requirement. So we're going to talk about examples as well. The reason why I try to cover a couple of examples when I talk about a particular topic is because I want every one of you to make maximum use case of a particular topic or template that I am covering right now, or again sometime later, because I think explanation, understanding, finding out the topic online is still easier. It wouldn't take you a lot of time to just build up the skill with some help or maybe without it, but to get something done shortly, simply, at a very small amount of time requires a lot of ideation, especially when you want to get something done and you want to do something, you want to learn something, but you don't have the right set of ideas. So I think that's where you're gonna think about me, the idea that I shared, or the idea that each one of you share over the chats in here. So we're making this platform a system of learn and exchange your ideas, so that each one of you can build something really productive apart from just learning. Because along with learning, I think when you do something that's extremely productive, that just makes your day, or just makes someone else's day when you give that to them. So yeah, I wouldn't just stretch this longer because I love to talk. I would just do it too long. Hey Ravi, hey Patrick, thanks for joining in. So I was just talking about the customer information example, and I was talking about how this can help you. And I was talking about one thing, which is sharing the ideas of a simple topic, like how you can ideate it into building a skill, or how you can ideate this into making a project that could actually help you. I would go ahead and give you the right direction and vision for today, along with doing some hands on coding, to understanding how this example works actually, with all the API stuff, and how this entire thing is getting done, set up, how it's going and getting information, the entire pipeline. And you're gonna tell me what's going to be the next example skill you're going to make with the customer information example as a topic. So without wasting another more time, I will just get started. Okay, so the first thing that I would want you to understand is, with the customer information example, what are the things that you can actually fetch? So it's gonna give you a customer's full name. It's gonna give you the first name if someone has just set up their first name in the Alexa app or in their Amazon account, or you can just do this normally as well. We just need the right parameter, which is gonna read that out, and it's gonna give you the customer's email address, because that is also associated with your Amazon account, and the customer's phone number, which is again associated with the Amazon account. Please do a video tutorial about proactive events, says Patrick. I'm not sure if we already have a tutorial on that. Could you, I think there's a tutorial on that as well. Maybe if you have a chance to look at our tutorials at Dabble Labs YouTube channel, could you please make a search, Patrick? Because I'm not quite sure if we have a video on that. If you do, then it's gonna help you. If not, then I would, of course, and most definitively make a tutorial and a live stream as well for that. And if none of these works out, then you can also check out our tutorials, our templates, because I think we have a template on the proactive event. I'm not quite sure about it. Could you just make a small search for that? That'll be very much helpful. Thank you. So these are the things that we can get. So all these things are pretty much easy to get, because these are all available inside of someone's Amazon account, including me, including someone else. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna build up a simple skill and write up a couple of code in there, which is already done, because we'll be using a template that Dabble Lab has already for this. And then we're gonna just read it out, or throw it as an output in our Alexa's output simulator. So that's what we're gonna do today. Now, this is what I was talking about, the values. So these are the permissions values. So we just had a look at what are the things that we can fetch. Now we're gonna take a look at how you can fetch that. So this is the most important part of your code. So you gotta make sure that, like, setting up the pipeline is easier, but how are you gonna just extract the exact value for that particular entity? Let's say for name, you gotta do this. So these are all present inside of your profile. So you go to profile permissions, you will get an option to enable all of these when you use a particular skill, because I think some of the skills use your personal information, especially if you remember, we did a live stream on the scheduling appointment scheduler. So that kind of uses a user's email address. So if I would want to schedule an appointment with somebody, say Mr. X, then I would need to just give Alexa permission to my email address, because otherwise, if I don't give permission, then Alexa will not get my email address and she won't be able to notify me about the appointment I just set with Mr. X. So that, if you remember that live stream, so that requires some of these profile permissions mandatorily. So in the same way, this is one of the ways you can get access to, you can read out the input in your profile permissions. So this is how we do it. And I have picked up this from your, this is a source from the official documentation of customer information use cases from the official Amazon's docs. So you can even have a look at it. If you want to look at it, just make a Google search, just write up customer information and this is gonna come up. So yeah. So now I would talk about the ideas before I just go ahead and get started with building the skill. So when I speak about ideas, so Dabble Lab has got a email subscription template. So this is a premium template basically. So our Dabble Labs premium templates are the ones that you gotta get, you gotta pay for them. And these templates are kind of handled with very properly and very cleanly and very well, so that it covers all the scenarios of a user's request. It gives away the right responses. So it's kind of a project already built up. So that's the speciality about premium templates. You gotta go and just change the values, or maybe change your URL, or maybe change the data. So just a couple of very simple things that you can just go and change and use those for your business. So the subscription template is a great use case for someone's business. So what it does basically, so it acquires customer information. Now I will explain what the email subscription template does. So like we have the Dabble Labs YouTube channel, and we have this template that would just go ahead, and when someone would say like open Dabble Lab to your Alexa, then she's gonna say, would you like to subscribe and stuff. And I'm not sure about the exact intents that go one after the other, like the exact happy path, but I'm just giving you a rough imagination of how it works out. So you can just say she's gonna ask you for profile permission. If you say yes, then the YouTube channel of Dabble Lab is gonna get subscribed against your email address. So your YouTube account uses a email address. So once you give away your email address, then this would get subscribed through that. So I think otherwise, how would Dabble Lab know that Dabble Lab is being subscribed from somebody? So we need someone to do that. So I hope I could explain this. So it requires your email address, hence this is what it is. And this was basically for the emails as well. Emails. So once you subscribe to it, then you're gonna get emails from Dabble Lab on a regular basis, or however we do that. Like let's say we do a monthly newsletter, so it's gonna go out in that way. So if you just go ahead and invoke the skill and you give permission to your email address, then your email address is gonna get saved in our database, and Alexa's gonna do that. And every time we send out an email, let's say once in a month, it's gonna go to your email. I hope that's clear now. So that's the use case of the email subscription template. Now comes the email notifier skill. So let's say, like I would want to notify something to your email. That is kind of similar to the email subscription template, but this is kind of a good use case as well. Like, let's say I have a school, and I would want to notify you about some of the courses. So using an Alexa skill, I can keep the skill for some of you to register or use the skill. And once you give permissions to the email and other stuff, anytime I would send out a notification that, hey, there's gonna be an exam tomorrow, it's gonna hit your email. So I think that's similar to the email subscription template that Dabble App has. Now coming to the third example, that's the discount code giveaway skill. So this was something that I was thinking for a long time, and this could be a great example. So let's say I have a if you just go in on Google, and sometimes I have searched away for some of the dummy coupon codes for, let's say, a Udemy course or a Coursera course, or most of the the ones that most of the education institutes have. So what I can do right away is maybe I can just create a skill that would ask user for permission to their email address and their name, and mobile number is not that important, just the email address in their name. And every time I just get a discount code I have for a particular product, then I could just email them with the discount code. So that's another cool way. Or maybe I have a shop and I would want to do a discount code for a particular product. So once someone just goes in and invokes my skill, they're gonna get an instant email with a discount code for some particular product. And I think this is a great use case if you're looking forward to expand your business. And I think this is one of the coolest ideas that I can think of. If you have any thoughts on this, please do let me know in the comments, because I am reading that. And you can also share with me your ideas for this particular, the ideation template. You can also share some of your ideas about how you think a customer information example can help you out. So yeah, are we clear so far? Am I just making sense? If you're watching me, can you let me know in the comments? I would really look forward to that, because it helps me to go ahead and just go to the next part. So yeah. All right, well, I think okay, no worries. Anytime you're just watching this part, to let me know if any of this made sense and if this is helpful. So this is gonna be the happy path of my skill today. So I'll be using the customer information example to create a hackathon registration scenario. So what I'm gonna do is I would give away the first message whenever someone invoked my skill. I would give away the first message as, hey there, this is my welcome to this XYZ Hackathon 2021, and you can see the rest. So this interesting in terms of normally Alexa asks us like, what's your name? So I'm gonna ask her so that she's gonna tell me what my name is. So say what's my name, then she's gonna tell me my name, then email, and once we come to the phone number, then she's gonna ask me if I am a developer by passion. This is the question that I could think of. You can just have any question. I mean, nobody asks this question in a hackathon registration. But on a serious note and on a funny note, someday I would want to ask this, because I think a lot of people just register for a lot of events, even without being a developer, just for some cool swags and goodies. So that's one of the funny things that I really admire about people. And sometimes I think goodies and stuff kind of attract me as well, but fortunately I'm a developer by passion, so that kind of makes it even. But yeah, that's what I was willing to say. So when the user said yes, then she's gonna say, amazing, this information has been recorded and you've been successfully registered in our XYZ Hackathon 2021. So I would not actually create a database that records the information of all the users. So this is just a simple hard-coded structure that I would want to give away today. But this is a great use case. If you really look at it, I mean, I think for this to happen successfully, I would need to create a database using DynamoDB, integrate that, and then just go to DynamoDB from my console and check the logs how it is, like how many people have registered and how it's working out. So that's gonna be a robust skill again, and that's gonna take me hours to do, and probably that could be a great premium template that I can think about. So I think this is gonna be the happy path, and this is my dad's number. So this is not a good idea to disclose your personal information like mobile number on public, but I have no other options. I do have to do this instead of just to give away a demo. So yeah, but this is not a good practice. So yeah. So this is what I wanted to share about the happy path, and now I would go to questions. So do you have any questions right now? Do I have any questions? Anyone? Any questions? You can just ask it away. Just don't think about like, no, this is gonna be silly or something like that, because I enjoy silly questions more than just you know, the big questions. I enjoy them as well. So if you have any questions, you can always let me know in the chats, on the comments below, or the live chat. I have an eye on that, and I constantly keep looking at it for questions. But yeah, so now I would go to the next part, so which is gonna be the code. So once you're done with this, you can go to your Amazon Alexa developer console. It requires a login. Just wait a sec. And that's it. So for today's example, I would want to go to skulltemplates.com, and I would go to, I think my internet is a bit slow today. That's taking a lot of time. So, okay, by the time this gets loading, I would want to ask you all to have a look at my GitHub repo. So throughout my previous season, I've uploaded all the information, links, useful assets and resources inside of these folders. So if you want any reference to the YouTube streams I've got, you can go and check this repo out. And if you really like this, do not forget to hit a star on my repo and support me, because I think that helps me feel good and do better. So this is the link to my GitHub repo. Yeah, that's it. Hey Ankush, hey Oliver, hey, thanks for joining in, both of you. I'm really glad to see people coming in now. I was so sad in the beginning that I don't have a lot of viewers today. So would I be just talking to myself? But now I think I just got some people to talk to me. Keep asking your questions, and do let me know if there is anything that you don't understand. I would help you do that. So once you go to skulltemplates.com and scroll down, you're gonna see template 7, which is the customer information example. So we're gonna click on this. This template needs some renovation that I'd be doing over the weekend in terms of the code cleanup, because things have changed. So forgive me for that, because I haven't had a chance this week to make those changes. So yeah, so this is gonna take some time, and by the time this gets built up, so I usually use these 2 to 3 minutes to talk to you people again. It's like I keep searching for scopes constantly. So yeah, hey Brito, thanks for joining. Hey everyone. So once again, thanks for joining in, everyone, and I just hope that this year goes out great, and I can help you with great stuff on the streams and on the tutorials. Okay, so what was I gonna talk about? I was gonna talk about something very important. And have you all had a chance to look at the VS Code toolkit for Alexa, for the SDK? Have you had a chance to look at the test simulator of the VS Code for the Ask SDK? Or have you yet tried the extension in your VS Code? Do try that out if you haven't, because I got a tutorial coming up on that, and it's gonna be cool. So you can maybe just yeah. Brito asks, what is this session today? So we're talking about the customer information example, and this is pretty much involved around with users' personal information like name, their email address, and mobile number. So pretty much just for Brito, because I think he's just arrived in, I would just do this much for today. So this is going to be the simple happy path for today. So kind of using customers' information and then just giving away a dummy response that this has been used in a really cool way. Their information has been used in a cool way. But yeah, Shubham says that he has used it. Cool. Can you give me the example skill that you've used it? Or if you have any thoughts on what you... Because I was looking out for ideas. I just asked everyone to, like, doesn't matter if you have or if you haven't created a skill yet on the customer information, but if you have any ideas or if you have already created a skill using the customer information example template, then please tell me on the comments about what was the idea about how you've used this, because I think this seems to be very small and simple, but this could have great use cases outside. This is extremely cool on that way if I look at it. Now this is successfully ready. So I would go to my developer console and just do a reload. So okay, so that's it in here. So I would go and open this up and go to the code. Okay, and just go to test. Let me see what it gives me. So this is template 7 by default, so I would just set it to development stage initially and just type template 7.
Hello. You can say, what's my name? What's my email? Or, what's my phone number?
I'm not sure if this is gonna work because it's gonna tell me.
Please enable profile permissions in the Amazon Alexa app.
So I would go to through the code, but let's first do all of these, then we'll come back and see how it's working. So now it would ask me for permission because I haven't enabled permission to the skill. So what I would do is I would go to alexa.amazon.in. I would sign in. Oh, this is bad. Okay. Why does this keep happening? This is very embarrassing. I think I would want to know why does Amazon has to do this? Oh god, just a sec. Please give me a moment. This number is not with me right now. This is upstairs, so I would need a moment to get this verified. Just give me a moment. Or maybe how about I just try this with another account, because let me do that. I think that's gonna be useful because I don't have time to go upstairs right now. So I would just sign this off and do it with your other account. Yeah, this is gonna work. But I haven't added a mobile number to this, so Anyways, so maybe where is it? So I'd go in here. Give me another 1 or 2 minutes so that I can just deploy this. Okay, so let's just get out of this, and we will do this through my account. This one, that's gonna be better, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so this usually just takes a minute or two, so we will just hang on for this. And the only problem with Amazon is I just got 2 numbers on my mobile phone, and they are just associated with the existing Amazon accounts I've got, and I've used some of them for the email addresses my parents have got. So that's why this issue keeps happening. And just for this particular skill, I used my I just used my parents' number, but I think now they got notified about it. I gotta go upstairs and bring down the notification approval from them. But yeah, that's not a problem. I would just set this up with my own account, so that's not gonna be tough. I think we're on 56%, and there you go. Cool. So this is a real pain. I mean, that's fine. What's the issue if someone just had one mobile number for 2 accounts or something like that? Anyways, okay, this is deployed, so I would just run a refresh, and I will just open this up right now. So normally so for today's example, I just don't have a mobile number with me right now, so probably even if I give permission, my school wouldn't be able to get a mobile number for the testing simulator. So okay, use Alexa hosted endpoints. Now I would go to test. I would put this on, and I would do 10.7.
Hello. You can say, what's my name? What's my email? Or, what's my phone number?
So I would say, what's my name?
Please enable profile permissions in the Amazon Alexa app.
Exactly. So I would go to alexa.amazon.in, and I would sign in with my personal account, and let's see how it comes up. Okay, what's the issue now? It says the password is wrong. Why is that wrong? No. Okay, yeah, this can be done. This is still better. Let me check my email for the OTP. And there it is. It is for so that's the... No, I wouldn't change my password. Okay, but if that is it, then I would do. But I really don't know what my password is. Okay, let me just do that. I just don't have so much time. And save changes. So now let's see if this can be logged in. Not now. Okay, so now if I go to skills, and I would be able to see the skills that I have, and if I go to your skills, so this is just a trick to open the Amazon app on your website itself, so that you just don't need to go to your, what's it called, phone and just do it. So you can just do it from here. It's just alexa.amazon.in. So now when you go to the dev skills, you can get template 7. So now you're gonna go to settings, and this is where you're gonna manage permissions, and you're gonna enable the 3 of it. So once you've done this, you've given permission, and now if you go, and what I usually do is just do a refresh. Okay. And I would just do this.
Hello. You can say, what's my name? What's my email? Or, what's my phone number?
Now if I do what's my name,
Your name is Sohini.
okay, now look at something. Now if I do what's my email,
I don't see an email account set up. Want me to send a link to your phone to set up your email?
do you know why this is giving me this response? This is because there is something called as the end session. Yeah, there's something called the session end session attribute. So what happens is the session is getting ended after each of these intents. So we have to keep them continued so that our session doesn't end, and you just don't need to. So in order for this to give me the right response, I have to type ask template 7 what's my email, then it's going to read out my email because I have already given permissions to it. You want to see that? So if I just say ask template 7 what's my email, that's gonna give me the response.
Okay, I sent it. You can also link your email in the Alexa app under settings, and then calendar and email.
Okay, maybe I would just do a reload. And yeah, template 7 what's my email.
Your email is sohinipatnayak.it@gmail.com.
Yeah, so are you getting what is it? Oh yeah, I will just increase the volume. I would do. Cool, so this is it. And okay, so now what I'm gonna do is get back to this and try to create what I exactly showed in here. But unfortunately, I won't be able to pull up the number because I'm really sorry I don't have a number associated with this account of mine. Yeah, so what I would do is just go back and take a look at this. So I was talking about the permission values. So I've set the permission values to these constants, and I have also set some of the messages like once someone hasn't enabled their profile permissions, then this is gonna go out. So in the initial launch intent, I'm just giving away a question, and when I say, so that's how it's working. So when you invoke the skill, the first thing that's going to go out is the launch request handler's input, which is the speech text, this one. So this one goes out first once you invoke the skill. Then what is your request? So that's the utterance that comes inside of this. When you say what's my name, like right after when you say open template 7 and then this comes up and then you say what's my name, so you directly go inside of the greet me intent handler. You just go inside of this. So then this intent gives you a response that your name is the profile name. So profile name is something that is where to go. So we're getting the profile name by like we are doing a read on this through the permission values, then we're extracting the profile name, and that is stored inside of this, and then this is giving out the output. So the same goes for the rest of it, but the session is getting ended because we don't have the reprompt in it. So the first thing that I am gonna do right now is, so that the session doesn't end, is I would just add a reprompt. So where is it? There is a reprompt, and yeah, I would add the same for the email because these two are mandatory. So I'm just keeping away phone number for this particular skill for now. It's not important, and cool. So I've added that, and in both the cases you can see a try catch, which indicates a scenario if someone doesn't have an email associated with their account, or if someone doesn't have a phone number associated with their account. So what's gonna be the message? So that's handled very properly using the status code, and this is gonna be the message. Notify missing permission. So that's in here. So it says that please enable, because they're just like I don't have my mobile number associated with this account, so I would get an error. I would show what's that gonna be. So when I say what's my phone number, it's gonna tell me something else. Just take a look at it.
Your mobile number is 700-186-6727.
Oh, that's my mom's number. I don't know, then there is a mobile number associated. I wouldn't know. Like I can't think about it. But yeah, if it's there, then that's a good thing. So maybe we can use that. So then in that case, I will just a sec. I would just go to the mobile intent handler, and I would include the, oh, sorry, the reprompt in here as well, because there would be some of the responses that I would give out. So that's it. Did I just oh yeah, I just set it in the wrong place. It should have been in here. Okay, this is just in a case if the mobile number is not set up, then this is gonna be the message. And even after this, I want the session to be continued, then I can add a reprompt, but that's not quite my necessity. That depends on what you want to build. So that's why I wouldn't just go ahead and do that. So now that's it, and I would just do a deploy. So now we've pretty much understood that this skill is basically acting as a template that would just give away all the stuff. So now I would just go in here in this part, and I would write down the first line of my happy path. Hello, welcome to XYZ Hackathon. Let's make this interesting. Sting to register you for the event. Yeah, and then it would say you can say all of these stuff. So that's gonna be the first message, and after that I would say what's my name, what's my email, and what's my mobile number. And then what I'm gonna do is I wouldn't just go and create an intent in here for now. So because I just want one line of question after this, and that's the question that I just said. Your mobile number is this, and the question that I would want to ask is, one second, where is it? Yeah, so this is a speech response, so I would just add it in here. Well, thank you for the information. No, I think, was this it? Yeah, I think, yeah, I would just ask, are you a developer by passion? So what I could have done is I would have just created a separate intent and asked this question. but I just want to make it simpler because I just want to give you a demo of how this works out. So I would just ask this question in here and I wouldn't just make it too large. So I would just give a short dot after this so that there's a, yeah, so well, are you a developer by passion? So now the user can say yes or the user can say no. So for that, we have to add a yes and no intent. So let's go to our build and let's create a yes and a no intent in here. We'll go to interaction model, then we'll go to intents and we'll go and add in an intent. We'll go to existing built-in ones and do a yes intent. We'll add it. Then I would do a no intent and I'll add it. Cool. Now we'll just build a model. Let's see how it's coming up. Is it all making sense? Is it quite understandable? If you're watching me, you can just drop a one-liner if this is making sense and if it's helping you learn. So yeah. Yeah, so this is just gonna take some time to build up the process, and to save today's time, I think we're already on 47 minutes, so do I write down the code from scratch for the yes and no intent handler? Or maybe I would just okay. Alright, so that's quite built up. So to save some time today, I have decided not to just kind of write down this really lengthy handler. So I just wrote this while I was testing this example out yesterday. So I just kind of copy pasted this, but I will just change something. It's like if someone said no, I would just say, not to worry, you're still registered for this event. We are looking forward to having you on board. Yeah, so something like that. And the one thing that's very important is you gotta make sure that you have exported this, else this is not gonna work out. Now let me just see if I did all the things correctly and cool. Now I would just go ahead and test this out. Just do a reload on this, and this is gonna just take a moment to just deploy, and then we can test this out. If you really like this stream, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. I would really love if you can just go right now on the like button below this screen and hit a like for me if you think this is helping you. I can see it. I just got 7 likes as of now. Can you help me make it a bit more? That's gonna put a smile on my face and help us grow and help Dabble Lab grow. That's for the entire Dabble Lab. So maybe you can show that support. I would love to see that. Okay, so I kind of deployed it and I did a reload. Now I would do template 7. Someone just gave a like. Thank you.
Hello. Welcome to XYZ Hackathon. Let's make this interesting to register you for the event. You can say, what's my name? What's my email? Or, what's my phone number?
So I would say, what's my name?
Your name is Sohini Patanayak.
Hey. She pronounces my surname so badly, but no worries.
Your email is sohinipatanayak.it@gmail.com.
What's my phone number?
For nearby results, go to the Alexa app and enter correct address in the settings.
I think this is happening because I haven't done a reprompt in the previous one. Did I do that? Oh, I did. Okay, yeah, so I just did it in the wrong place. I'm so sorry. Yeah, so the session just got ended because I did this in the wrong place. So this is where it's gonna be right after it gives away the email, and then it asks for any like I am ending this session earlier to this intent. So that's what's happening. So that's not gonna happen. I would just do a thanks, Chuck. I'm so glad I just yeah, I'm so glad that you just joined in. This makes me happy. Thanks for the likes, people. It's 9 likes right now. That's kind of great for me. Okay, so I would just do ask to, maybe a short refresh, and then I would just test this out. Template 7. What's my phone number? So that I just don't have to do those once again.
Your mobile number is 700-186-6727. Well, are you a developer by passion? Amazing. Your information has been recorded and you are successfully registered in our XYZ Hackathon 2021.
Yeah, so that's what I just wanted to do today. But actually, this information it's not being recorded. So right now we are just reading out the information. We're just fetching it for this instance, for this moment, for this session of this particular skill. Session in terms of right now when we are invoking this. And let's say we do a refresh and invoke the skill once again. So that's going to be another session. So that way, so what happens is to save this information, you need a lot of things. So you can do this by using the, what's that? You can persist this. You can do that. The second thing is, sorry for that. Second thing is you can, in order to keep each and every user's, like, firstly, you need to put the skill public, make this public so that there can be other users who can use this because this is in development stage. So when people use this, then their information is gonna get recorded. So you can do that either in form of a JSON inside of your S3 bucket, or you can do this using DynamoDB, maybe create a database and store. I think there's a hosted DynamoDB already. That's the new functionality the Alexa developer console has, so that way you can have information for so many people trying to register in your hackathon. So I think this is one of the cool ideas I liked for today. Do you like it? Do you like this idea? And do you think that there could be more skills that are present inside of this personal assistants like Google Assistant and Alexa than the normal Google Forms that go ahead and ask you for a hackathon registration or maybe an event registration? Like, which is more beneficial? A Google form, a Qualtrics form, a survey form, or just a Alexa skill that takes the information out of you, just talking to you verbally, and then just kind of, use it for you to register in an event or something? You can let me know. You can do a tweet, and you can also do a tweet on what do you really think when someone tells you about the customer information example or the customer information example template that Dabble Lab has. Like, if you were to build a skill, what would it be using this? I gave you 3 to 4 use cases for this template. What would be your use case, and what would be your idea behind this? So that's it. And what I really hope that today's stream covered up little much information, if not a whole of it, because I think often it's important that we swallow little and understand it at whole completely. So if you have any questions, you can still ask me on the chats, and if you have any opinions or suggestions, you can let me know that as well. And if you really like this live stream, do not forget to just like, share, and subscribe. That's what I want from you. And yeah, you can reach me out on Twitter. This is my Twitter handle. And as I said, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And you can also follow our LinkedIn and Facebook and Twitter accounts, all these social accounts. So yeah, that's all for today, and I would sign off now. But I would see you next in my next live stream on the next Friday, same time, and we'd do something different with a new template and probably a new topic, and we'd build a new skill. So yeah. Brito asks, Sohini, you participate in any event? Yeah, well, in the past, I've participated in a lot of hackathons, but they haven't been voice first. Those have been just the coding hackathons. Yeah, like most of it, like Tech Gig, or some of it were some of the company-based hiring hackathons. There was a Echo Java challenge. So yeah, those and HackerRank and Hacker, just those, but not the very big ones. Just those I have participated in and just got great ranks as well. And in fact, I did my previous internship via one of my hackathon. I got recruited from that hackathon. So yeah. Sorry, coding competition, not hackathon. Just hackathons going inside of my head. So yeah, I think that's all for today. I hope this was helpful. So do let me know with your questions and comments and anything that I can do to support you with this content. So yeah, thanks and have a lovely evening and a lovely day. Goodbye.